Fox has a real talent for canceling shows with actual promise. This is the network that has given us some of the most iconic genre TV of all time, only to pull the plug just as things were getting good. Seriously, if there's one thing Fox is infamous for in sci-fi and fantasy circles, it's killing bold, creative shows before they had a chance to grow. So in this video, we're looking back at the genre TV shows Fox should absolutely be embarrassed for canceling. And yep, we're listing them in chronological order. The Adventures of Brisco County Jr. This show was a sci-fi western that dared to be different, and somehow made it all work. Starring the effortlessly charismatic Bruce Campbell, the show followed Brisco, a Harvard-educated bounty hunter chasing outlaws and mysterious orb-powered tech across a Wild West that was anything but normal. It mashed up steampunk gadgets, supernatural elements, and tongue-in-cheek humor long before genre bending was trendy. Critics loved it, fans adored it, but Fox pulled the plug after just one season. The show has since become a cult classic, and honestly, Fox should still be blushing about letting this one ride off into the sunset. Space Above and Beyond. Space Above and Beyond was Top Gun in space, with extra existential dread and killer alien dogfights. It followed a squadron of space marines fighting an interstellar war against a mysterious alien race known as the Chigs. But it wasn't just about lasers and spaceships. The show dug deep into identity, humanity, and the cost of endless war. Despite a passionate fan base and solid world building, Fox slotted it in a brutal Sunday night time slot and canceled it after one season. It had potential to be huge. Instead, it's another tragic Fox cancellation. Millennium. Millennium was a chilling, slow-burn psychological thriller about a man who could see into the darkest minds. The series followed Frank Black, a former FBI profiler working for a shadowy organization trying to stop apocalyptic crimes. Spun off from the world of The X-Files, Millennium was darker, moodier, and leaned hard into paranoia, religious symbolism, and end-of-the-world tension. Fox axed it after 3 seasons, just when it was getting seriously bold with its mythology. Sure, it got a kind of wrap-up in The X-Files, but fans deserved way more. Fox had something truly special here, and they let it rot. Dark Angel. Before Jessica Alba became a household name, she was Max, a genetically engineered super soldier on the run in post-apocalyptic Seattle. Dark Angel blended cyberpunk aesthetics, government conspiracies, and motorcycle chases into a gritty, stylish ride. Max wasn't just a badass. She was a complex, sarcastic, vulnerable lead in a world falling apart. The show tackled big themes like identity, class, and corruption, all while staying action-packed and visually ahead of its time. It ran for 2 seasons, gained a loyal following, and then, you guessed it, Fox pulled the plug. Canceled on a cliffhanger. Never forgiven, never forgotten. Firefly. Oh, Firefly, the crown jewel of Fox's cancellation hall of shame. Created by Joss Whedon, this space western had a ragtag crew, sharp writing, rich world building, and a whole lot of heart. Firefly built a lived-in universe full of mystery, moral gray areas, and iconic characters. So what did Fox do? They aired episodes out of order, gave it 0 support, buried it on Friday nights, and then axed it after 11 aired episodes. The cancellation sparked years of fan outrage, helped greenlight the Serenity movie, and basically became the blueprint for a TV show canceled too soon. Fox will never live this one down. Wonderfalls. Wonderfalls was delightfully odd, and Fox had no clue what to do with it. The show followed Jay Tyler, a cynical 20-something stuck working in a Niagara Falls gift shop who suddenly starts hearing voices from inanimate objects. A wax lion, a monkey statue, a fish on a plaque. They all start giving her cryptic instructions to help people, whether she likes it or not. It was funny, weird, charming, and completely unclassifiable, which probably terrified Fox. They aired just 4 episodes before canceling it. But the full 13-episode season is out there, and it's absolutely worth watching. Terminator, The Sarah Connor Chronicles. The Sarah Connor Chronicles pulled off the impossible. It took a blockbuster movie franchise and turned it into a moody, smart, emotionally grounded TV series. The show picked up after Terminator 2 and rewrote the rules of Skynet, destiny, and what it means to fight the future. The writing was bold, the mythology deepened, and the character arcs, some of the best in the franchise. It had solid ratings, a passionate fan base, and one of the most jaw-dropping season finales ever. So of course, Fox pulled the plug. There's still time to cry about that cliffhanger, because this show deserved way more than 2 seasons. Dollhouse. Another Joss Whedon creation, Dollhouse was brilliant, and maybe a little too smart for its own good, which might explain why Fox never quite knew how to handle it. The show followed Echo, an active whose memories and personality could be wiped and replaced for high-paying clients. It began as a high-concept procedural, but quickly evolved into a philosophical deep dive on free will, identity, and the dark side of technology. Season 2, greenlit largely thanks to fan pressure, leaned hard into sci-fi thriller territory, and Fox let it quietly wrap up. Dollhouse still remains one of the network's boldest and most underappreciated swings. Almost Human. Almost Human had one job: be the next big sci-fi cop hit. And honestly, it delivered. Set in a near future, the show starred Carl Urban as a tech-skeptical cop and Michael Ealy as his hyper-intelligent, emotionally aware android partner. Their chemistry? Off the charts. The world building? Stylish and just the right amount of dystopian. But Fox, in classic Fox fashion, aired the episodes out of order, didn't give it time to grow, and canceled it after 1 season, despite strong ratings and fan interest. It had the potential to be a long-running favorite. Instead, it's yet another example of Fox mishandling something with real potential. Lucifer. Now, technically, Lucifer escaped cancellation, but only after Fox dropped the ball. The show followed Lucifer Morningstar, aka the Devil, who abandons hell to run a nightclub in LA and help the LAPD solve crimes. Wild concept? Yes, but it worked thanks to sharp writing, emotional depth, and a cast that genuinely clicked. Fox pulled the plug after season 3, assuming fans wouldn't care. But oh, they cared. The Save Lucifer campaign exploded, and Netflix resurrected it for 3 more seasons, giving the show the run it deserved. It's a classic case of one network's blunder turning into another's win. The Gifted. Set in a world where the X-Men have vanished, The Gifted explored what happens when mutants are forced to go on the run from a society that wants them gone. It didn't rely on flashy costumes or big-name cameos. Instead, The Gifted built a tense, grounded mutant world where danger felt real and consequences actually mattered. It wasn't perfect, but it had a rich world and plenty of story left to tell. Instead, Fox gave it 2 seasons and then left it in the dust. No warning, no wrap-up. Just another promising Fox show cut down too soon. Honorable mentions. Before we wrap, here are a few more Fox genre shows that didn't make the main list, but their cancellations still stung. Alien Nation brought smart social commentary to sci-fi way before it was trendy, only to be cut down after 1 season, though at least it got some TV movie follow-ups. Sliders had a killer alternate Earths premise and a loyal following, but after Fox pulled the plug, it lived out its final 2 seasons on the Sci-Fi Channel. Then there's Kindred the Embraced, a vampire crime drama based on a tabletop RPG that was tragically short-lived. The Lone Gunman spun off from The X-Files with its lovable conspiracy trio, but it never found its footing. Same with John Doe, a show about a man who knew everything except who he was. And True Calling, a show about a morgue assistant who could rewind time to prevent deaths, was canceled just as it got good. Point Pleasant tried to bring a supernatural soap opera vibe with the Antichrist as a teen girl, while Terra Nova had dinosaurs and still got the boot after 1 season. Finally, Wayward Pines gave us 2 trippy seasons of dystopian mystery before disappearing quietly. And Ghosted, which paired Adam Scott and Craig Robinson as paranormal investigators, had all the ingredients of a cult hit, but never got the chance. Fox really has a type, huh? The Passage. The Passage could have been Fox's next big thing. Based on a trilogy by Justin Cronin, it blended apocalyptic vampire horror with emotional, character-driven storytelling. The series focused on a government experiment gone horribly wrong and a young girl named Amy, who might be humanity's last hope. The Passage balanced its eerie sci-fi vibe with real emotional stakes. It was creepy, cinematic, and genuinely compelling, but Fox dropped it after just 1 season. No proper ending, no follow-up, just gone. To this day, it feels like The Passage was never given a real shot. And ending it on that cliffhanger? Rude. Do you agree with our picks for the genre shows Fox should be embarrassed for canceling? Are there any series you'd like to add to this list? Let us know in the comments. And don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss part 2, where we cover the comedies and dramas Fox should be ashamed they canceled.